just as quiet. And we are live. We are live. Listen here. Let me go on and share this thing. Hey, Pathway to Purpose. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are back. We are back. We are back. And listen, I have some amazing co-host on tonight, y'all. I'm so super excited. I reached out to these individuals because it was just something like my grandma used to say. I had an inkling. It was just something about them that I had to reach out. I had to say these are the ones that's needed for this particular topic on tonight. So I want to introduce you to this first young lady. She and I went to school together, and even though we weren't like in the same circle, I would see her, she would see me, and actually her dad was my doctor at one point. And had so much respect for him because he took great care of me, in my young age. But Amy Bernicia, welcome, girlfriend.
Thank you for having me.
And
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I just want to do a little bio on her because she's a proud bilingual, and she says she's 45, but okay. And she's an Afro Latina. I love that, Afro Latina. And she is a single mom of 3 kids, ages 28, 23, and 17. She is originally from, how do you say that, Pancho, Puerto Rico? Ponce, Puerto Rico. Okay. And she loved her home island. She is a creative artist with projects in resin, clay, t-shirt design, acrylic painting, with a focus on Afro-Indigenous subjects concept traditional to the Caribbean. Girl, we got to talk. This is all just making my baby leap. I'm just listening to this. And she has a Shopify store. So before we get off there, make sure we got to plug that store, okay? She does freelance work, y'all, for various companies. So if you own a company and you need a freelancer, you need to give her a contract, you need to hit her up and do all that. And she supports cultural aspects of her life and causes affecting the African diaspora. She is an advocate for fibromyalgia. We're going to have you back on whenever I do health and wellness too, because that's a subject we really need to talk about. Chronic pain warriors, migraine warrior, and lupus warrior, just to name a few. Welcome again, Amy Bernicia. Our beautiful Afro Latina. Love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, this is amazing already. Just seeing these little bios here. But let me tell you something about the other young lady that's on here with us. Y'all, we go way back like 2 flats on the Cadillac. Oh Lord, when I moved back from Germany and the end of the 8th grade, and here we was in 9th, and this firecracker New Yorker, we connected. Listen, y'all, look, she's a single mom of 2 amazing kids. Trey was supposed to be my son, but she took him and didn't leave him with me because I didn't have any boys. So she took my son. Now just and Chrissy, her beautiful, beautiful daughter. Yeah. She's a grandmother of 5, a business entrepreneur, healthcare provider, woman of God, loving and loyal friend that I can vouch for. Man. And she has a very kind heart. She's my roundaway girl. She was the girl that I used to call when we wanted to fight. Like, I know she was down for whatever, but that was BC. That was BC.
Don't do that.
That was BC before Christ. But I gotta put that plug out there. She's my roundaway girl. Tanya Moore, come on in the room.
We got some stories before Jesus, right?
Listen, y'all, don't let me forget to let you guys plug in your businesses, because listen, we need to know what y'all are doing on the outside. Let me make sure I do it. So we're gonna get started. Listen, tonight, we are gonna be talking about relationship. We're gonna be talking about we got one more guest in. Let me let our guest in. All right. Okay.
Hey, Jonathan.
What's going down, peoples? How y'all doing?
What's up, Jonathan?
What's up, Cuddle baby? What you got going, baby?
Listen, cuz I had to have you on tonight for this topic. You guys, he popped in just in time. This is my amazing, handsome cousin. When I put the flyer out, I had so many inboxes saying, girl, who is that? Who is he? Who that is?
Hey,
Listen, I'm
like,
like, this is my cousin, and his bio said he is from Charlotte, South Carolina. He's single than a dollar bill.
sing
Listen,
it in a
so
dollar bill, man. Sing
I'm
it in
here.
a dollar bill.
I'm here to let y'all ladies know he's
Yeah,
single. He's
well,
single.
tell them
He's
again, tell
single.
them again, Kuro. Tell them again, family. Like, tell them again, man.
He said, "Tell him again."
Tell them
Listen,
again, man. They might have not heard you the first time. Tell them for the people in the bike.
For the people in the back pew.
You already know the people in the
yes.
bike. The people in the bike got to know it too, man. They might not have heard you clear.
I'm telling you, he is an advocate for the community, y'all. He is a young black male who has a heart for his community of Charlotte, South Carolina, and
Yeah, God,
he's been in the street. He knows what you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. He's been there, done that. He's an amazing guy. He has a heart for women. He loves to
What?
encourage women. Y'all need to follow him on Facebook because he puts some encouraging stuff. He's just young, black, and intelligent, honey. Jonathan Rob.
Yes, man. You know I
Jonathan,
love my
Jonathan.
women. I love my
Yes,
women so much, man. I love my women so much, man. No disrespect to any other race, though. You feel me? I love my black women the most, though. You feel me? I love all women, though. But when it comes to the black women, man, you know what I'm saying? I got to salute and appreciate them the most because they're the most underlooked women in the earth. You feel me? So when I speak on Facebook, I try to speak directly to them because I know it's a lot of people out there that down on my black women. You know what I'm saying? The black woman is the most intelligent woman on earth, and she don't get the credit that she deserves. The black woman got the Eve gene. You know what I'm saying? Every race and every culture came from the black woman. You know what I'm saying? So when I see a lot of people saying, you know what I'm saying, like they mix with a lot of things and they mix with this Asian and Hispanic and any other thing, I just don't get it because if we the original people and the black woman is the mother earth and she had the Eve gene, she's the only woman on earth that can have a blonde hair baby with blue eyes with pale skin. Like can't no other woman on earth do that but a black woman. So that's why I think that's why we disrespect the black woman so much because we know the power of the black woman and we know if she get put in the position that she deserves to be in, that the world will be a whole lot of a world will be a better place. So that's really my advocate to the black women, you know what I'm saying, the black woman, you
hmm
know what I'm saying, because she is creator of all life. Like
Mm.
that's my
that's
that's my belief. I can't put that belief on nobody else or think somebody
right,
gonna follow my agenda or what I'm speaking on, but that's just my belief. That's what I
right.
felt like my heart told me, and that's what I see with my ancestors, and I see with my great grandma and my grandma and my cousins and my sisters and my aunties. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like we praise the wrong thing. We don't give our praises to the right things, like to the right people that we have seen that went through trials and tribulations that gave their life for us. You know what I'm saying? I seen my great grandma and my grandma pick cotton. You know what I'm saying? I seen them
Mm,
call
yeah,
a white man, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not knowing that they was the backbone of our family and they was the backbone of their family too. So
yeah,
it's hard for me, you know what I'm saying, not to, you know what I'm saying, appreciate every woman, but at the same time, I got to show my women or my culture first the most love because I can't speak for no other race of men. I hope they do the same for they women on their side, but as far as me, I got to go hard for my black woman. So yeah, check my page out because that's exactly what I do on my page. Like I don't down no woman. I don't use the B word. I don't call a woman out her name or nothing like that because once you do that, you're giving free games to everybody to do it. And that's why I
yeah,
dislike a lot of these rappers
yeah,
and I dislike a lot of these things that's going on now. Hold on,
yeah.
Khalil.
All right. Hey, hey, hey. We got some guests on. Hey, Kate Jeanette, what's going on, girlfriend? Tori, what's going on, Tori? Okay, I got my big sister, Dr. Angel Holcomb, is in the house all the way in the NYC, y'all. That's my Toya, that's my
Okay,
big
we
sister. That's
loaded.
Dr. Holcomb, y'all. She can preach it under a whole chair and snatch it back up and give you the Holy Ghost.
That's
Help
what
you
I
get
was
the
That's what
calling
I'm
Holy
her
Ghost.
talking
on
about.
Sunday.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
saw broadcast on
Hey,
Sunday. Yeah, I was like, I want to hear her.
You listen,
Yeah,
follow her,
online.
Angel Holcomb. Let me tell you, it's tight, but it's right. She don't play, honey. She give it the goods. I mean, Dr. Holcomb don't play. You want to hear some real deal Holyfield stuff and learn the Bible and know it all, honey. That's who you follow. You follow. My sister just got married. She's a wife now. She like sugar.
oh,
I'm
she's
married now.
married. She's
Listen,
married
I'm gonna
now.
have to
I
sow
see it.
into my sister and her husband because look, I want a husband too. So when you want, listen, I've learned when you want, you sow into that.
That's right.
So
That's
if you
true.
want a husband, you see somebody that's married and they a loving couple, so into that couple, honey, so God can bless you with your own. Cause I'm gonna get mine. I just don't know when, and I ain't rushing it. But anyway,
Don't you rush it. Don't you rush it. Don't you rush it, cuz you let that come to you.
no, not rushing it. God knows. He
Yeah,
already knows. Thank you,
he's a
sis.
great,
Thank you, sis. I love you
he's a
too,
great.
y'all. Look at that. Just love. Just love. Just love, y'all. It's amazing when you got those divine connections. But as I was saying earlier, we got the amazing Amy Bertacia, our Afro Latina down here. Listen here,
Hey, okay, soul
and
sister, how
Tanya.
you doing, my soul sister?
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
too.
yes,
You
honey.
too. Hey,
And
how you
Tanya
doing, beautiful?
Moore. Listen, y'all. We gonna get into the questions. We're gonna get into the real talk. So basically, tonight, what I wanted us to address on is relationship, love, and insecurities and reservations of what we may have when we're searching or waiting for that particular mate. Now, the first question, I think I want to ask the ladies, since ladies first.
Yeah,
Let's
ladies always cool.
yeah, let's Amy, describe your ideal mate.
My ideal mate, let's see, someone that loves God, loves himself, has done some, spent time with himself, and realizes what he wants in life. Is okay with being by himself, so it's just an I would be an addition. Um,
Mhm.
Someone that is has hobbies as well. Someone that's respectful, family oriented, and someone that wants to explore new things. Someone that is respectful of women and children, and that is ambitious.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love all of that. Miss Tanya?
Well, like we were saying when we were talking earlier, when I said I was looking for the male version of me, because I'm such a hopeless romantic. I'm looking for someone that's a hopeless romantic, respectful, loving, caring, and giving, not a taker but a giver.
Hmm.
Um, It has himself together, and like you said, knows what he wants, not out there still playing around in the streets. Because
Right.
I'm big on health. I learned
Mhm.
through COVID. You can't be out here just sleeping around with everybody. You need to be with one person, because
Cool.
I was cheated on during COVID, and I'm like, how? How with such a disease out there that can kill us? I mean, in the beginning of it,
Yeah, yeah.
how?
And you were living in New York at the time, correct?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we were in lockdown. I'm like, wow. So I've been by
Yeah.
myself since for 3 years, from 2020 to now 2023, and I had given up and said that I didn't want to be with anybody. But then I just recently got to myself. I was like, no, I do want to be with somebody. I want to be with the right somebody. And I know there's no perfect person. There's no perfect man out there. But I need
Right,
a mature man, someone that's respectable. Like she said, love yourself, love God, and then you can love me. So love me how, what she said, glad you left that joke. Yes, I'm glad I did too. Love God, love yourself, so you can love me. And love me how you would love your mom, your daughter, your sister, your aunt. The same respect you want for those ladies in your life, I want that same kind of respect.
Yeah.
So like a caring, loving, respectful man,
Yeah.
that he has to have a job. He has to
yeah,
go to church. Not looking for a
that
big
that that's
bag,
yeah, that's mandatory. That's mandatory though.
a
You feel me? That's
mother.
mandatory.
I could go
That's
on and
mandatory.
on and on and on, but then
Girl, we got you. I get it.
and go
Yes.
to God about it and know
Yes.
exactly what you want and make sure you ask for exactly that.
Yes.
Yeah,
When Amy said ambition, that's the
Mhm.
thing. You can't give someone um ambition. That's something they got to have within. And when they have that ambition within, honey, they're not going to be without a job. Like my grandfather used to say, a man can go pick up cans beside the road. That's when you used to could turn in bottles and cans and stuff. He can do whatever for money. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So when a
Exactly.
man has ambition, has that ambition in him, he's gonna cultivate. He's gonna allow God to work with him. He's gonna see God and say, "Listen, I gotta take care of my family. I gotta make it do what it do." But yeah, I love that. I just had to put Dr. Huckabee. She said during COVID, like
Mhm.
people.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't love yourself or me. You
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
kill both of us.
And you're
yeah,
desperate. And you're desperate.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't giving him enough attention. That was
Oh
his.
wow, sounds a
Yeah.
That's
little
a, that's
sounds a little
that,
narcissistic to me.
Girl, bye.
that sound like a narcissist to me though. You feel me? But it's a lot. You know, it's a lot with men though. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you give a man the ability to treat you the way he treats you, he gonna keep treating you the way he gonna keep treating you that way. You got to put
Not
standards
just meant the
on how
man.
you want to be. Yeah, you got to put standards on how you want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Like because every man ain't gonna love you the way you want him to love you. You know what I'm saying? And that, not unless you telling him. Because a lot of dudes can't think like that. They don't think like I got to do this, or you put it out there like, oh well, he should know this, or he should already have assumptions on what I want. No, tell him, talk to him. Communication is key. Like communication is definitely key. Like you got to talk in relationships. You got to let the man know. The man got to let you know what
Mm-hmm.
y'all want and come to a head together. Like it's teamwork. It ain't never just me. It's just you. We a team. So if I'm falling short on something, let me know what I'm falling
Yeah,
short on. That way I can correct it. Or if not, I can just move on and let you do you and be happy. A lot of men don't want women to move on and be happy, you know? Like I especially love a woman to go on and be happy without me if we can't be happy together. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men ain't got a lot of structure. You feel me? I was raised in a single parent home by my mother, so I know what women like go through and how strong women are. So when y'all feel like y'all love this person or love that man, y'all gonna go over and beyond for that man. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
don't kiss his ass. You feel me? Don't kiss his ass if he doing you wrong. You do him how he do you. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let it have one shoe on one foot. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play that game like that, I promise that hurt gonna hurt him more than it hurt you. Like can't no man take no hurt like no woman. Like never. I know this for a fight. Can't no man take no hurt like a woman can take hurt. And I
Mm.
know this. I done seen my sisters hurt. I done seen my mother hurt. You know what I'm saying? I done seen my cousins hurt, my aunties. I done seen it. So you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I say, I see the strength of women. So y'all love extremely hard. Y'all emotional creatures. So when y'all love, y'all really love. That's why it take women a long time to cheat on her man because when y'all really cheat and have sex with another man, that's a connection. Y'all really built that. Y'all talk to him for days and weeks and months, and it led up to that. Y'all ain't just go out there and sleep with a man. Y'all built that connection because it's about a connection with a woman. A woman is emotional creature, and I love that about women. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad I was raised by women because I feel like I got a woman intuition in me too. Not saying, oh no, you feel me, but I just feel like I got that because I was raised by so many women and I've been around it and I've seen it. And I seen my mother get treated wrong. I seen my sisters get treated wrong. So I'll be like, I can't be that type of man. I seen my daddy
right,
do it. I can't be that type of man. But a lot of
right.
dudes don't see that. A lot of dudes don't know that because they feel like, cause this generation, it's man, this generation so fast and quick to give up on relationships and move on to the next without putting in that work, without saying, maybe we could sit down and talk about this. Let's see if we can work this out. Don't nobody want to communicate no more. Don't nobody want to talk. Everybody just want to move on to the next thing. It's like social media. The next thing that's popping, that's what the person gonna move to. And then
Yeah,
it's becoming features too by the woman, body, face. It ain't going off her intelligence, her mind, her will. You feel me? Her hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a female with a hustle, with intelligence, and know where she's going, driven, than to have a woman with a body and beauty and all that. That's extra. If you got that, okay, cool. That's extra. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's just a blessing on the extra. You feel me? But you got to be driven. You got to have, you know what I'm saying, somewhere that you're going, just like any man that you would want to have. You feel me? I can't say I'm in the place that I want to be in life right now, but I'm gonna get there because I know I got ambition out my eyes. So I'm gonna
yeah,
get there. But you know, I just love to see
yeah.
women to talk like that though.
I love that. I love that. And I love when you said how you were raised by women so you can connect with that feminine energy. And it's
Yes.
crazy because today I had the honor, well, the a guy friend of mine has his own he's doing a movie and I'm playing a part in that. And
Oh, salute,
yeah, y'all
salute,
just hold on. The girl got
yeah,
some stuff, but
salute.
yeah.
I say
And
big time, baby.
and we had to shoot some scenes today. And what happened was um one of the other actors was there. He said, I know how to tap into my feminine energy without being there. And I love
Yeah,
that when a man can sit and stand and say that, with his chest that, hey, I got some feminine energy, but that doesn't make me a woman. That doesn't make me feminine, but I know how to relate to a woman. And I mean, I felt that with everything in me. And I am so glad that you said that, because it saddens me that real men feel like they should not tap. The only way you're going to understand a woman if you do tap into that
you
feminine
do tap
energy.
in. You got to.
To
You
their
got to tap
compassion,
in.
definitely. If they tap
Hmm.
into
You
their
definitely got to tap
compassion,
in.
into their
Yes.
romantic side, and to be
Yeah,
more detail oriented, definitely.
yeah.
Those have been the better relationships in my life, have been with someone that has been able to be vulnerable with their emotions, as well as
Hmm.
open to new experiences that may have been deemed more feminine, but in the end, they were like, hey, this is not too bad. This is actually a lot of self-care and self-love. And I don't think men get to appreciate those kind of things in life because of societal standards.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. That's
Yes.
awesome. I love that. So with that being said, do you feel like, um, as though sometimes women, are we not as understanding when a man shows his vulnerable side? Is that the reason why they don't, or do? Because I've heard from men. I'm the only girl child. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
growing up in
You
my
will. You
household,
will.
I have sisters and cousins like sisters, but growing up in my mom's house, it was just my brothers and I, and my male cousins that used to live with us. So I see them say that when they open up to us, we be harsh with them. We take it and use it against them, or we use it as a weapon. So, Jonathan, tell us
Well,
as a man, how do you feel when you're vulnerable in a woman? Do we use that against y'all? Do we do what's going on?
you know that's a childish woman if she used that against a man. That's a real childish woman. You feel me? Because a grown ass woman is not gonna use that against you at all. Like it ain't no tit for tat. Like you ain't wanna, you know what I'm saying, beat a man down because he opening up. You know what I'm saying? That'll make a man not open up a lot. I had trouble with, like, because I had childhood trauma, and I blame my childhood trauma on relationship trauma. You know what I'm saying? I had to start dealing with my childhood trauma before I could deal with any kind of relationship trauma, because it stemmed from my childhood trauma. So a lot of men don't want to open up because it make them feel like a punk, or it make them feel soft. You feel me? But it ain't about that. Opening up and expressing yourself is the strongest thing a man can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like strongest thing a man can do, because you showing your weakest points. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind doing that, because I know I'm firm a believer who I am. I know I'm a strong black king. I know this. So me opening it up to a woman that I'm trying to be with, I'm trying to grow with and build with. No, I don't feel like a man should hide that, because if a man ain't giving you that, then he don't want to be with you. Like that's just point blank period. Like if a man gonna always open up and always gonna choose the woman he want to be with through everything. All this extra stuff that men be doing out here with the size, he always gonna go back to the woman that he know had him for sure, that had his bite for sure. But sometimes it's gonna never, she ain't gonna be there at all times. That's why I try to tell a lot of men, get your shit together, because that woman that's waiting for you is not gonna wait forever. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while, you know what I'm saying, to get to open up like this, because I was in those streets, I was in the trenches heavy, man, and it was hard for me to break out, like, you know what I'm saying, oh man, I don't love that girl, oh nah, man, I don't give a fuck about that girl, you know what I'm saying, that whole time I really do. But it was just being that persona of being a real man, being a gangster, being a hood boy, being a hood dude. It had me caught up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes that mature, but they age, but they don't mature. You got grown men out here that still chaps. Like you feel me? You got grown men that's out here in their 40s that's still at the club every weekend. You know what I'm saying? You got grown men out here right now that still playing childish games on the phone. You feel me? Still texting you what you're doing instead of telling you get dressed. Let's go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got that these days. And you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because our generation, our generation getting younger and it's getting worse. Our generation ain't getting older. Our generation getting younger. So sooner or later, all that good man gonna watch out, because it ain't gonna be none of these young thundercats out here that's thinking that pussy is everything. Excuse my language, but it's everything. It's not knowing that the
Not
woman heart is
Thundercats.
and her ambition and her leading you. Cause ain't no man out here, ain't a man ain't out here ain't worth shit without a good woman by his side. You don't see no successful man in this world. I don't care what kind of business they in. You don't see no successful man in this world without a good woman by his side to help him get there. You're gonna need that. Your yin to your yang. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need your queen to your castle. Ain't no way, and you ain't never seen a king rule a country without no queen. Ever in life. Ever. Which I believe like a woman is upheld, should be upheld the most. Because when you put that woman up there and show her her potential and let her lead as you lead, y'all can lead together. It ain't always got to be I lead, you lead. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women be wanting that, you know what I'm saying, stay at home title, but I don't want my women to stay at home. Don't stay at home and let no man feed you. Because if you give him the power, you give him the power to feed you, you give him the power to starve you too. So say if you sitting at home, you feel me?
Again.
You give a man the power to feed you, you also give him the power to starve you. You feel me? And in it, I don't care how good of a man you think you got. If he going to work working 12 hour shift, he expect for him to have dinner on the table, all this, and you doing that. But once you stop doing that and he feel like he done with you, he can kick you out. What you got going on? You ain't got no money saved, you ain't got no job, you know what I'm saying? You just out here. The only thing you know is a man took care of you, a man taking care of you. No, get your own bag. That way, if that man ever in his life feel like he want to put you out, you got your own feet to stand on. You got your own crutch. You don't need him. I'm tolerating you. I don't need you. I want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. I'm just here because I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? That's why I be hating when my women say, I want to be a stay-at-home wife. Why? Why would you want to be a stay-at-home wife? It's a lot of successful women out here that's doing things like this and still got a family. You know what I'm saying? It don't take like, that's why I say that's a slave mentality, because you shouldn't wanna be home and just
He got froze on us.
He better preach to
He probably got a call. Listen, the devil got mad because he was telling us too many other secrets.
Bros, the other men that are not doing what he's doing got mad. That's
Listen, Amy. Me and you had to praise hands up because I was like, when he went in. But this is the thing I look at. Even if you a stay-at-home mom, you are the CEO of that house, and you holding everything. I've been there. I have been a stay-at-home mom, and let me tell you something. You don't sit on your behind. You make sure those bills are paid. You are the financial advisor. You are the house administrator. You make sure that everything is together. You make sure that the house is clean. The kids are done. You a counselor, honey. You are a doggone. What do you call it? You help the kids with the homework. You know what I'm saying? You a teacher. You are an encourager.
A doctor.
Hello. Listen.
Many crowns,
and all of that. You make that place a home, and that's your fortress, and you keep outside, energies out. Which that's another thing that a lot of times is not even appreciated, is that part that you can come home and you can leave the world out there because everything's being taken care of within these four walls, environment. You can relax, because if you didn't have a woman that was able to do that and provide that, then you would just be in terror and you'd be running out in the streets
trying to find it. Can I just add one thing to that? I once heard this from a pastor in church. He said that the man is the head, right? The man is always the head. We're always supposed to look to the man as the head. He said, but guess what? Women are the neck that holds up that head. We are the neck that holds up the head. So they can't do nothing without us.
Yeah.
They need us just as much as we need them. So never tear a man down. Always hold them up.
Yeah. And I love that you said that, because I'm a demonstrative preacher. I like to demonstrate things. And one of the first I remember years ago at Morning Star Baptist Church, I spoke at the Women's Day, and I talked about women being the neck. And about women being able, we set the atmosphere with a thermostat. You get what I'm saying? We can make it hot or cold now. We can set the atmosphere in the house, and everybody is going to move to our tune of music. And when we're the neck, but one thing about it, the head can't be unstable. Now, a neck can hold up a normal size head if it's going to even itself up. Like they said, the two can't go to, be unless they agree. You get what I'm saying? Unless they agree. Equally yoked, not meaning an egg, I mean in a yoke like that, the harnesses they put on the horses. Because if one side of the yoke is too weak, he gonna drag the other one. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that we're equally yoked with this man. Like I have a mind of entrepreneurship. That's in me. I can't shake it. It's been like that in me for years. And it's like, it's not that I need a man that has to own his own business, but if he don't respect it and understand it, baby, he is not the one for me. He cannot, because he won't understand that some days I'll have a 4-hour day or I have a 13-hour day. I don't need him judging my 13-hour days because he only had an 8-hour day. Baby, you got to understand that this is something that God blessed me to have and do. And you can't come in and try to orchestrate and change it because we're unequally yoked, because your head is too swole, because you think, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, y'all, it's biblical. You got to be equally.
You can't have somebody that has a loose neck or not a strong neck either. You have to be someone that has strength to you to be able to hold that head up too.
Yeah. We're gonna go on. Listen, y'all. This is a question that to me, it hits personal to me, because I know how I view this, and I know a lot of people have their views. But should a relationship be social media public? And if so, what's off limits? And if not, why? Amy?
Well, initially, before, I used to think that, it should be public. But but now, having been out of a relationship and now dating, nothing really should be posted. It sets you up for intrusion, for outside interference on both parts.
Yeah.
Same reason I don't post my children, because I don't want anybody to give their opinion about it. And everything that people post on social media is not the accurate truth. So definitely I feel a certain way about it now. It's cute and all, but I don't live for other people's opinions like that. Especially in my inner relationships and family. So I don't need that validation, and I've seen where it's detrimental. So no, I personally don't think it should be.
Awesome. Tanya, how you feel about social media relationships?
I agree. I've never been on social media with a relationship. I've never posted in a relationship single. I've never posted any status. Because it just brings people into your business, and then you get mad when people have an opinion or say anything about your relationship or what you posted, but you put your business out there. So if you keep your business to yourself, nobody can have anything to say. So I just think that should be your own personal, private business. Nobody needs to know what's going on in your relationship, because a lot of that stuff on Facebook is fake book.
Okay. Say that again.
Facebook.
Okay.
F-A-K-E, fake book. They're not really happy. They're just posting all the happy months. Nobody's seeing the struggles, the hurt, the pain. They're covering up and masking what they want their relationship to be a lot of the times. And then get mad when somebody has something to say. But you put it out there. So keep it to yourself. A lot of relationships survive because they're not on Facebook. Nobody knows what you're doing, because out of sight, out of mind. Nobody's thinking about you. Nobody cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah.
So they only care when you put it out there.
Yeah.
So now, if I ever do find my significant other, my husband, I might post, hey, I'm engaged, I'm getting married. That's it. That's all you're going to see. You're not going to see what we're doing, where we're going.
A pinky toe. That's it.
Right.
That's how you going to get it.
I'm happy, and that's it. I'm on and I'm out.
Listen.
I don't need to know who he is. Just know he's a man of God. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Listen. Okay. Listen. Oh gosh, Von Avery, I love him. He's an amazing photographer out of Chesterfield County. Says, nah, leave your business off social media. If you've got a significant other, you guys need to celebrate the best things in life together, and that should be enough. Listen, I love that. But y'all, I had a conversation with my good girlfriend this morning. And me and her got into it like I fussed her out because, but see, it's crazy because I agree with both of you. But this is what she said, because I feel different when it comes to dating, courting, and marriage. Okay. Now, when I was married, I would post here or there. That's different. That's a husband. That's a spouse. That's supposed to be for until death. So, but she said that she would just post herself in her wedding gown, and she wouldn't post him. I said, well, you can't post you without posting him. You got to post to him so people just, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about marriage. I can count on probably one hand, maybe two, and not use all 10 fingers of how many times I posted my ex-husband. And being in a relationship when I was courting somebody, they love to post on social media. And I'm like, I didn't like that for the simple fact. It's not that I was ashamed, but I'm like, I don't like my stuff being out there like that because I'm not a person that wants my private life out, because I feel like you do invite people in. So Vaughn, yeah, you are on it, doggone it. And look, this the friend right here. She talking about see, girl, if you get married, you better post your husband. Now boo bye. Okay, y'all go ahead.
Just give him a little sneak peek and that's it. That's all you need. Don't give him no details.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I think we just lost Jonathan. I don't know what happened. He had some technical difficulties, but he dropped the bomb on us before he left off. Yeah, we had another gentleman that was supposed to join. He had another function. He may or may not be able to jump on. But listen, ladies, we're gonna roll with it. Listen, let's go to the next question. What and I hear this so much about red flags, red flags, red flags. And if I would have known this statement a little while ago, yeah, I would have been checking off the list and been like, no, because I have mental red flags, that about people, but when you actually put them on paper and you start to check them off, you're like, oh my God. So what is, Tanya, what's your biggest red flag in a guy, like when you're approached by a man? What's your red flag?
Well, I just recently had this happen to me, and I know that I'm in a different space, a different place, because I'm like no nonsense at all. The first red flag, we see red flags, we ignore them. We ignore them because we want to pursue this person. But I recently went out dancing to an older gentleman's club, and of course I bonded with a guy that was from New York. We danced, we had a good time, we laughed, so we exchanged numbers, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, we're gonna do lunch. So he called me instantly as soon as I got home. He said, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're a queen. You're this, you're that. So I'm like, okay, he's talking a little too much. He's like overdoing it. So I'm like, okay. Then he put me on the phone with his daughter, and he let me talk to his daughter. And my daughter is so beautiful. I'm like, he's moving too fast. My family like you. They don't like nobody. And girl, by the next day, I didn't hear from him. You know me. I'm a little old fashioned. I'm not going to call you.
Yeah.
Said all this amazing stuff to me last night. I'm not calling you. If you're interested, you want to take me to lunch, you're going to call me. Girl, he never called. You know when I got a text? At 10:30 that night. Oh my God, I was so hungover. I'm so sorry. Block, delete, done. First red flag. You get one time to lie to me. One. Yeah. One only. I've been through too much. I don't got time to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, pump your brakes. That's what I was saying. I was like, slow down, calm down. Then I was like, he is so full of it.
Yeah.
It was like 30 red flags thrown at me all at once.
Yeah.
And I was like, block, delete. Those 3 little buttons on the Android.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got no iPhone, y'all. Them 3 little block. I know he like, dang. Block. And that's how I'm doing. That's how I'm giving it up this year. That's how I'm giving it up. You got one red flag.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you get.
Throw it in. Just throw one red flag. That's it.
You better come correct the first time because you only get one chance. Don't bring me the representative because that's what
Mm,
they do. They bring us the representative and
yeah.
then they get us all in and then we meet the real you.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wow. Listen. Okay, Amy. Listen. Tell us.
Yeah.
For me, red flags. Yeah, wanting to exchange numbers and not making any plans, just want to have a texting relationship, red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Someone that only wants to talk to you Monday through Friday, but you can't hear from them anytime during the weekend. Someone that doesn't have a job or their affairs in order. There was a man, 40 something years old, who did
Mm-hmm.
not have a car nor any license. That's a red flag. That tells me you have criminal behavior of some type.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't even get your license, a car, unless you live in a big city,
And
then
you don't
that's
need
not an
one.
issue. But if
Yeah.
I live in a rural area right now, and so most places are 20 minutes. So that's a red flag. You don't have, and then that tells me that, his conversation was, well, I get around. That tells me you have unresolved relationships still with your exes and
Mm.
or other women. So red flag,
Speak
you
on
know.
it.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what else. Lying, overly inflating their income or, wanting immediately to tell me everything about their
She
financials.
said, you look at me.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Even
laughing at
wants you to
every
meet your
comment.
children right away. Red flag. Because
Yeah.
you don't know me. You don't know me, sir. I could
Right.
be anything to you. You don't
Right.
need to meet your children. Red flag.
Mm.
Just poor conversation. It's not necessarily a red flag, but I need to be able to, converse with you. I can't just be smiling in your face all the time, sir. We need to be able to do things and just intention. It's just a lot of men don't have intention these days in the dating,
Mm.
you know.
Yes.
Or
So
no good
that
intentions.
lackluster, it does not take a whole lot of imagination to do something outside of dinner. There is vineyards, there are spoken poetry nights, there is
Mhm.
theater, there's plenty of things to do. And someone that wants to immediately throw in your face, well, I know that you want to go somewhere expensive. No, sir, we could just go for coffee on our first date, sir.
Right.
Walking apart.
I can pick up the check
Right.
myself. I don't necessarily need you to pick it up, and especially if it's coffee.
We
Mm.
can go Dutch. We can go Dutch. I mean, and this is the crazy thing because I had a gentleman that said let's meet for coffee. But see, this is what means so much to me. I watch how you move. I watch the little things that you think I'm not. And ladies, you can correct me. Well, you can put caveat on that. Um, he said, let's meet for coffee in blah, 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 which is where he lives.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm.
said, no,
Mm.
there is a coffee shop in the town where I live.
Mhm.
Right.
We can meet there. I'm not going to inconvenience myself and come where you are when you're the one that wants to come see me. You want to see me. I'm not going to work at it, sir. You have to work at it because a man by nature should be the pursuer. And I'm not going to pursue you, even if it means me getting in my car, going 45 minutes out of the way to a coffee shop when there is one 11 minutes or 9 minutes from my house. I'm not about to do it. You inconvenience yourself and you show me that you're the person. But if you're not going to put no work in, sir,
Good work. Yeah.
that's the last conversation we had, and he probably still wondering why I ain't called back or talk. I'm not, cause no, I ain't blocked them. But hey, it is what it is.
Let me tell you, I did the mistake of traveling 45 minutes because this man went and said, we're going to meet here. We're going to have dinner here. So I'm like, okay. He actually followed through and he said, this is where we're going to meet. This is the day, da, da, da. We had good conversation over the phone. I get there. He's late. First red flag. Second red flag. The parking lot is packed. And he has a problem because it's packed and he gets inconvenienced and he's flustered. So I'm like, okay, we'll just park over here at this adjoining restaurant and just get out and venture to where we're going. He gets upset and he's like, it's really packed. Let's just go here. Go here was Waffle House. Second red flag. I'm like, just go with it. Just go with it. So I sit there in this, fluorescent lighting, and this man proceeds to go into and some of you know, because you're both intuitive women, and I'm a woman from the Caribbean. And sometimes that power, that spirit of God compels people that are liars to have like verbal vomit. This man began to say everything that was wrong with him. He said, I don't live with anyone. I live with a friend. I don't have a job. I'm in between money right now. And this man came off originally that he had all these different businesses, but he couldn't stop talking and telling on himself. And then he's like, so the day's going good. I'm like, I'm over here. Really? No. I said, I'm leaving. And he said, why? He said, I don't understand. He's like, you're just such a wonderful woman. I said, I am. And that's why I have to leave. I said, because this is not going any further. I said, you don't have any of your affairs in order. You need to concentrate on that, not dating. You shouldn't even be dating, sir. You
shouldn't even be dating.
You should not even be.
You met the representative the first time, and then the real guy showed up.
Right, exactly. He's like, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I said, I have
the Holy Ghost.
I said, it's the God in me. It's not me. It's the God in me. I said, you've been compelled to say everything that that is wrong. And I said, you don't suit me. We're not yoked. I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I said, but I need someone that at least is bringing the same thing that I'm bringing. I said, and you're not at that space. And he's like, but I can get better. I said, I can't live my life on the possibility of what you could be. I said, I made that mistake in my past. I said, I can't live by what your potential may be. And I'm sorry for that. I said, but I have to go. And he kept calling and called me all the way home. I said, sir, you don't need to talk to me anymore. I said, you need to focus on yourself. I said, you probably are a good person. I said, but I can't rehab a gentleman. I can't rehab a man. I said, you need to work on yourself and you need to deal with that.
God bless you. Good night.
And I said, you're lucky that I'm even saying this much. Really, somebody else would have just cussed you out for inconvenience in her, her time and all that. This is ridiculous.
Wow, that's crazy because, and hearing you say that, let me tell you something. If I'm going on a date with someone in the future, the Holy Ghost going with me. The Holy Ghost get there. Come on, the Holy Ghost. Let's get in the car. Holy Ghost, we going on down this road. Holy Ghost, we come on in the restaurant. Say what you want to say. But I'm telling you now, God will protect you. God will shield you. When you have a relationship with God, that's why that is the biggest deal breaker for me. If you don't have a relationship with God, baby, there's nothing you can do for me. We can't even conversate. We can't even play chess. We can't play checkers. Child, we can't play knick-knack, paddywhack, give nobody dog no kind of bones or triscuits or nothing else. Because God is a keeper. He's going to sustain you. He's going to keep your mind when the world is against you. He's going to allow you to pray for your significant other and love them and be there for them and look past what people are saying and focus on what God has for you both. God is a 3-strand cord in a relationship. He binds it together and makes it solid. So if you telling me, oh, I know God, baby, you got to do more than know him. You got to have spent time with him. He got to show you who you are. And at this point, I cannot sacrifice my peace when you don't know God and you don't have an active relationship with God. I ain't saying go to church every Sunday because there's some heathens up in there and all they want to do is get under your skirt. So it ain't about that neither. You got to have that godly relationship. So to me, that is one of the biggest red flags ever. And no ambition and no hopes and dream. Like if I ask you, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? If you can't even say, I don't know where I'm gonna be at tomorrow. Check. I'll pay for everything. Let me go, because it's scary. And at 50, It's not that I'm picky. It's just that I refuse to ride out the rest of this that God has given me, the days He's gonna give me, and do it fighting and trying to hold on to somebody that I should have never caught on to in the first place, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Time is
Listen.
something that you can never get back. There's not
Right.
enough money in the
Huh.
world. You can't buy it. So,
No, no.
I'm not wasting my time with someone that also says, well, I if whatever the universe says and all that, and like I believe in my ancestors and those things, but God is foremost in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And someone that says, well, I really don't believe in all that. I'm like, okay, you don't have to believe in the Bible and religion in itself, but you have to have a spiritual walk of some kind, sir. Of some kind.
Listen, that's one thing I am not gonna negotiate. I'm not gonna negotiate because I know where I've come from. I know where God has taken me. I know how He's healed my body. I know how He's healed other people that I love after I pray. I know that His word stands true. His promises are yes and amen. You can believe what you want to believe. You can call out the verses you want to call in the whole entire world. You can call Buddha. You can call Muhammad. You can call whoever you want to call, baby. But you don't call the right one with me. We ain't calling nothing. That's just my personal for me and my space. And some men are spiritual, but what spirit do they got? Because sometimes they say they spiritual and they feel with hell. They feel with the
Mm-hmm.
spirit of hell. They feel with the spirit of narcissism. They feel with the spirit of whoremongering. They feel with the spirit of backbiting and lying. They feel with the spirit of competition. Because, honey, I'm faced with men want to be in competition with you. Talk
They
about that.
do.
How do you
Yeah.
feel if you're Tanya, if you're in a relationship with a man and he's competing instead of cheering you on, but he competing with you? What about the men that bring the competition?
Mm. Girl. So we're a team, and we're supposed to be playing on the same team, not against each other. So why are you competing with me? We're supposed to be lifting each other up. I'm supposed to be supporting you. You're supposed to be supporting me. It's 50-50. And it's a team effort. It's not just if it's just like if you meet somebody and they're just talking about themselves all the time. That's a red flag. He's just constantly talking about him, and never once asks you anything about you. So, now that we're older, we know we have standards, we know what to look for. I'm ready to just print out some applications. I'm gonna sit down tonight and I'm gonna ask all these questions. And if you can pass the application process, then you might can take me on a date.
And a non-refundable deposit fee.
Because me and my girlfriend was laughing about this the other night. She was like, "Don't even let them cross the threshold, girl. Let them stand at the door. COVID test, and you gotta pay because I bought the COVID test. You gotta pay for the COVID test. You gotta take all kinds of tests. You gotta pass all these tests before you get up in here, and you got to pay for them."
Oh my God, y'all. We're gonna be single forever.
Dying, dying laughing, joking. I said, but you know what? That's real. That's really what it comes to. That we need to know. I don't have much more time to waste. I'm 50, about to be 53 in May. I don't got no more time to waste.
But does it have to be? Like, does it have like do we make it difficult? Because I hear the fellas say we make it so difficult, but I feel this is what they say we make it difficult, but I hear what you're saying. Because fellas, when we let y'all in, y'all fumble the ball. When we let y'all in freely, when we take down our guard, when we let down, our boundaries, in which we should never do. When we feel at ease, then y'all go wreak havoc. So I'm listening to my sister here and I'm laughing, but I'm also understanding when you say the application, because if you don't, then he'll be like, well, yeah, I do still love my baby mama, but we ain't together, but you ain't asked me that. You get what I'm saying?
right, they can always throw
You
it
didn't
back and
ask me that.
forth.
So I've learned to start asking more questions and not leaving it to just, I'm
I do.
asking.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to be honest with me. So let me decide if I want to deal with the nonsense or not.
Let's
Be
look at some of
honest with
our
me.
I'm gonna look at some of these comments. Jeanette Cooper said, "Oh my," and she said to Amy when Amy was talking about the Waffle House and driving 45 minutes. Girl, he didn't even meet you halfway. And she said, "Girl, block
He
him,
said,
block."
block, cash, blocked. Amen.
And Wendy Wilson Brown. That's one. That's my Caribbean sister. She's from Trinidad. She said yes. Listen, I'm telling y'all, y'all. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, this is another question because nowadays as women, there is pressure, especially women. 40 and over. We are we're I think we're held to a different standard. You get what I'm saying? Like we're looked at differently and we're kind of under a microscope. But I'm starting to see more of us do the BBLs, uh change our lips, change this, change that. And I see so many women that are doing this as single women. Um so I'm neither against or for it. Me personally, I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I think about Kanye's mama, and I say no. And plus, I feel like the more I work out, the better I feel, and I feel like I've really done something to change me. So, how do you guys feel about the whole BBL thing, the whole pressure on middle-aged women to look or compete with these younger women? How do you feel about that, Amy?
I feel like as long as you're doing it for yourself and you're not doing it for anyone else, I can't judge you for what you want to do to better yourself. The problem is a lot of these surgeries is not just a one and done.
Yeah.
These women are going back in, and these doctors are even telling them you got to go back in 5 years. It's highly expensive, and then they're going to these different countries to get a cheaper surgery and not taking into account all the different risk factors and not following up. There's a lot of maintenance. It's not just necessarily I got the surgery and that's it. I'm sure there are a lot of people that just do it that way, but to maintain the look, you also have to work out. You also have to do, eat well. And me personally, I don't think I would even do it. I've had surgeries that I had to have, and they were scary enough. So I
Mhm.
wouldn't necessarily do that. Do I wear the lashes? Do I wear wigs and things like that? Yes, but I'd never have worn it because I wanted the attention of a man.
Mhm.
It's never been that necessarily that I was lacking something. But I'll tell you this, dealing with chronic illnesses, a lot of times for me, the lashes and the makeup, sometimes it's a pick me up for me. You know, it's
Yeah.
a pick me up for me. And it's a lot of that. I don't look as bad as the things that I'm going through or I have gone
Mhm.
through,
Yes.
and I do it more so for me in that sense, but not that I'm in competition with anyone else, because I could take the lashes off, the hair off, and all that, and my soul and my personality shines through, and
Yes.
that will get and keep a man longer than the lashes, the wig, the BBL, and all that, and that's truly how I feel. You know,
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love it. And I actually took a poll. And I took a poll, and it was actually 13 men. And out of those 13 men, nine strong, uh, say they rather have a natural woman because of the simple fact that they said beauty will fade after the years, but they want to know where your heart is. You know, can they trust you with their secrets? Can they trust you to love on their children? Can they trust you to help them take care of their mother? That's the kind of things that, you know what I'm saying, that a man is really really wanting and looking for. And I really think like Amy was saying, we do these things to feel good about us, and that should be the purpose. The driven of it is for us to do it for us. And I feel like yeah. Oh, Vaughn said make that 10. So that there's a strong 10 that wants natural beauty. And I'm serious. Even though you meet a man and he's boom bam pow, who's to say he's not gonna change that something could happen and his body will be different. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta love from a pure place. Tanya, how you feel about that? How you feel about, because you looking out Erica
Look,
Baduish and natural, and I
first,
love it.
first of all, I don't even know what BBL is. What is that? Please break
That
that down for me.
a BBL is the is, you know, you get your body done, you get your breast augmentation, you get
What does
your
it stand
tummy tuck,
for?
and
BB what?
Breast bump, butt, and lipo. So
yeah,
Oh,
they get
breast,
their
butt, and
breast
lipo.
augmented,
okay.
the tummy tuck, and
Yeah,
get their butt lifted and injected with their, sometimes with their own fat, sometimes with
I,
other stuff.
I'm like you. I don't want no surgery. I'm not insecure. I'm fine with how I am. I love me. And I
yeah,
love every part of me. And I want you to love me for who I am on the inside, not out. I will wear the lashes. I will change my hair. I will put on a little lipstick, makeup, dress sexy, whatever. But I want to leave something to your imagination. I don't want to be out there with all my booty out, my breasts out. You know, I love a long, elegant dress, and I'm
yeah,
still sexy. I love to feel
mhm,
sexy for me.
yeah,
So, like I'm by myself, and I'll be in here and I'll lotion up and put my perfume, my little BK, pheromone spray for just me. So I'm learning just be sexy for myself because a
yeah,
man is going to see you for who you are. He may see all of the lashes and the long hair, but guess what? When you wake up, he gonna see what you really look like because that lash gonna be on your forehead. Your wig gonna be somewhere thrown on. Love me, my stomach, my flat breast. Love me for me and my natural beauty, my inner beauty, the person that I am.
yes,
That's
yes.
it. I love me. I'm not going to get no tummy tuck, no butt lift. I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna do some squats. I might wear my little waist trainer sometime or a good Victoria's Secret bra, But this is who I am. This is what you get. I am what I am.
But Cynthia, I also don't think that men have any say so or what to say what a woman should wear and should not wear. I don't
Right.
think they need to chime in to say, well, I don't think a woman should wear lashes, or I don't think a woman should wear a wig or weave or whatever. It's not your business, sir. Go
Right.
build a house,
Do
go be
whatever suits
something,
you.
go be a man, go play some golf, do that. Stay out of women's
Oh,
business.
golf. It's just to enhance our inner beauty. It's supposed to be to enhance. Some people just overdo it, like the lashes that look like a fork or a bat wing, like you about to fly away. Come on, that's just too much, sis. Come on.
Yeah, that's coming from Vaughn, and Vaughn's wife is a hairstylist, so she
No,
did hair for years.
yeah,
So
yeah.
listen, his wife made money on women looking beautiful, so he can't be saying like he
It's
don't
to
like that part
enhance,
because
right.
But
yeah,
you'd be
It's
amazed
just to
at
enhance our
the
beauty.
dating
That's it.
apps. The men, on their profiles immediately say, if you're wearing lashes or if you're wearing too much makeup or if you're into the filters, don't even swipe on me, sir. And looking like a whole keg out here,
Not
and,
okay.
and no hair, shows up to a date with no haircut, in sweatpants. Just stop. Just stop.
You remember the song in the club we used to dance, back in our club days? I'm like, if you got real hair, throw your hands up.
it's mine because I got the receipt. I
You
got
know what?
Right.
And if I had a weave
That's
ponytail,
what I
something
used
like
to say.
that, I still
It's
put my
mine.
hands up.
I paid for it. I got the receipt, and I got hair under here.
He didn't say if the real hair was showing. He said if you have real hair.
Real
It
hair.
was
Put
it
your
was
hands
under
up.
my it was
Right.
under
It's
my
under my
27
wig.
piece.
I got it. It's here.
Right.
I throw my hands up for everything. I
Variety.
wear a wig. I go natural one day.
You would think that most men would be like, they like a little change and change it
Yeah.
up,
There
little
you go.
variety.
That's me. Now I
You
might
wanna
wear a
mix
hair
it
wrap one day. I might wear a wig the next day. You never know who you're gonna get, what you're gonna get. You might get Erica Badu one day. You might get Mary J the next day. You might get Beyonce. Who you want? It's no need for you to cheat, son. I got every woman you need up in here. I'm every woman.
Listen. One day you might get an Indian princess, and the next day you might get a Bodikura. You never know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Multitaskers.
Listen, honey.
Multitaskers.
or you might get an African girl. You never know who I be, boy.
Exactly.
So hey, I can just change it like it is. We can do all this and that. And you put a ring on it, baby, and I'll be whoever you want me to be. Respucia. I'll put on some padding. Put on a little bikini, whatever you want me to do. You put this ring on it, and we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk. The Lord say we'll talk. But listen, I love that, y'all. Hey, Kiki
I'm
said, be
around the
versatile.
way
That's
girl.
right.
Around the way
Listen,
girl. What you want?
real women know how to keep it, be versatile. Hey, that's right. Keep it exciting.
Amen.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. I love that. And I love the simple fact that we as women, we can be versatile. We can keep it spicy if we want to, or we can drown it out like the desert if we want to. It's all about a man. A man, we're the neck and we are the thermostat, but a man does set the atmosphere. It's all. Jonathan was saying it. When I'm telling you, Jonathan was laying it out.
Well, what happened to him?
His internet messed up. His internet
He
messed
was
up, and
speaking
I
to the
hate that. I
congregation.
hate that. I hate that his internet messed up because Jonathan has so many. He's so intellectual, and so that dude. I told him he's spiritually woke. He too woke sometimes. I be just sitting there like, and he's my. That's my first cousin, and I'm like, yo, but yeah.
I love the fact that he said that he can get in touch with his feminine side because he's comfortable in knowing that he is a man, and it's okay to be feminine, not feminine, but
Yeah.
love women how they should be loved because you watch women and what they went through, and
My
that's what
aunt,
I'm saying.
yeah, his mom is a strong woman. She recently lost her husband last year. He's watched his mom be a very strong woman
Mhm.
and continue to work and take care of the people. My aunt cooks. She can cook so good. Lord, and she feeds everybody.
Mm.
So, he's watched that, like he said, and I love hearing a man's perspective of things because sometimes as women, I think we need to hear that real and raw from the men. We need to hear like, okay, what's going on with y'all? Like, you really sometimes men just don't want to be transparent. Why? I
Mhm.
don't know, because it's not a good look. I mean, men. In my opinion, men need to get healing. Let's see who's trying to come in. Oh, there goes Devon. Okay, now
Hey
come
everybody, how
on in
y'all?
the room, sir. Come on in the room.
Sorry about that, y'all. I've been doing photo shoots and just got done with the Black History Month program.
See,
Okay.
see, y'all can't mess with nobody like that. Y'all see how he rolling. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir, and introduce yourself, please.
Hey everybody, my name is Devin. I run a company called Spade Photography. I got 5 other photographers up under me, and honestly, I've been busy all day. Another thing about
We
me,
were just,
go ahead.
yeah. Tell us you are a photographer. Tell us where you're from. Tell us your age. Tell us your status. You're married, single, divorced, separated. Think about it. Don't want it. Whatever.
Well, I'm 28. I'm from Hartsville, South Carolina. What else? Currently in the military. I'm an E4, which is a specialist. I've been doing that for 6 years. I'm gonna do the whole 20. Marital status,
Mm.
I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend or wife. And
Ladies,
what?
y'all heard it.
Yeah, I should have went in the house, but I'm in the car right now. I got a investor from this event that I did yesterday invited us out to eat, so I came out here. But before I go in, I just wanted to hop on this live.
Yeah. So before you go, right quick, um, tell us something. Share with us women, something that you as a man, as far as relationship and finding love, would like for us to know.
Well, as far as finding a relationship, one thing that you got to really build on is communication, because everybody's mindset is different. Even though I'm a little bit younger, I have an older mindset. So talking to your person, talking to your man, woman, however, just be 100 with them, be real with them, honestly. That
Hmm.
pretty much sums up everything. You can translate that into different aspects. Like, hey, I want to do this, I want to go do that. But also appeal to their interests and needs.
Hmm.
What else? As far as relationship, just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Just because somebody else sees something that they like, don't try to emulate that because
Mhm.
they're different.
That's what's up. I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate your transparency, your honesty. I appreciate you hopping on. Y'all, ladies, this is a 28-year young man with an old soul that's single, 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 single. He ain't got no side piece, no front piece, no other piece, no wife, no girlfriend. He don't have nothing. He just said that. And y'all wonder where the good men at, young ladies. Listen,
We
he
are
working. He working. That's where
100%
he at.
working
Go
hard.
go schedule a photo shoot. Go
Mm-hmm.
do some Black History stuff in the community. You might find him. Other than that, he working. He busy. Yeah.
I'm ever
He said he busy.
Right quick
speaking.
before you jump off, Devon, can you tell us how to get in touch with you as far as your photography business if they want a photo shoot?
Pretty much, I do all my dealings through my phone or through Facebook. My name on Facebook is Devin Roberts, but I also have a photography page. It's called Spade Photography. Spade as in the suit, as you see on my chest.
Mm, love it.
I do
Love
all
it,
types
love
of
it.
events, birthdays, countless birthdays, events, corporate, birthdays, regular shoots. Keep faith. That's what's in the I don't know. Something just popped up on the screen. Hey, young ladies.
Oh, I was showing people what they were saying, what you were saying. They were commenting. Tori said that you have more wisdom than some of these 40 and 50-year olds. I agree. And Kiki says, "Hey, younger ladies, here he go." Listen, listen, and that's the sad thing for us 50-year olds. It's like I meet somebody and then they're popping this amazing conversation, and then they go, "I'm 30." I just throw a book. I'm like, you the age of my children. Where was
Mhm.
you when I was?
Right when we was
I'm like,
growing
oh
up.
my gosh. But they are, they're good men out there, ladies. Y'all just got listen. Y'all just got to do what you got to do. I mean, you got to be found. You got to want to be found. You got to put yourself in a place to be found. But I appreciate you, and I thank you for hopping in
No problem. No problem.
and keeping
I'm a
your
little
word
late,
with
but
me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can listen. We release you to enjoy the rest of your night because I know you're gonna need some rest. I see you hydrating and the whole nine.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I think I'm about to go get me a steak.
Yeah, go get your steak. Get one for me too. Medium well.
I got you.
All right.
Y'all take it easy now.
All right. You too. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all see why they can't come wrapped in a fit for at least a 43-year-old body. I'll go 43. I ain't going no younger than that, no darn mo shoot.
She said I ain't going no younger than that.
43.
Both men, Jonathan and Devon, both said communication, and the key thing is being able to listen and take that information and apply it. That's the both of them have said
Mhm.
that, and a lot of the times and things that men that I'm coming across in my age range is they haven't taken that information. Maybe they're having the conversations, but they're not applying that communication that they're having to their life and healing or taking the time to heal too. It's a lot of men that jump right into the dating scene and haven't even healed from their previous.
I just turn, I
Right?
just turn around. I just turn around because I don't want nobody to think I'm influenced what she's saying.
Mm.
Listen, Linda. Okay, Tanya, I ain't got nothing to say on this part. You want a caveat behind what she said when it comes to men healing and waiting to date and
Yeah, because if you're hurting and going through past pain, then you're just gonna bring that baggage into another relationship. And it's so crazy that we're talking about this because I was thinking to myself, am I really ready to meet my person? Am I done with the baggage? Am I done with the pain? Am I done with the past? like still holding on to relationships and conversations? Am I really ready to be, in a relationship with someone that is my right person? So I need to spend time alone with me and
Yes.
so that I can be open to recognize when a young man or a man is coming at me correctly. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have had this conversation with myself, and I do have to work on listening and applying. And like I said, you got one time to lie. That's it. I'm not giving you no more of my time.
Right.
So now I feel like I'm woke. I'm woke.
Yeah,
I know what to look for. You
yeah. A
know.
man said like, "Oh, you're so quick to shut." Because I was telling some of the dating stories, you're quick to shut a man down. I said, "I think you might still be hurt." I said, "No, no, no, I'm not. I just know what I came from and what I healed from, and I refuse to go
Mhm.
back there. So
Right.
I'm going to stop you right there when I see it,
Mhm.
because the Maya Angelou says if a man, somebody shows you who they are, believe them,
Believe them.
believe them
If
the
you show
first
me you're a liar, I'm gonna take you as a liar, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm not even gonna waste your time or mine.
And especially if
Right.
you lie about little things, I can't trust you with my heart, then, sir.
Exact that
And
part.
I feel like and this is my opinion, just like I said, being in that all girl family and watching men just sitting back, like they don't take time to heal.
Mm-mm.
They immediately, and this is, it's like the woman is over here, she's upset, she's hurt, she's devastated from the relationship not failing, or what she feels like happened. It could be the God's design, but she hadn't realized that yet. Okay, he's over here doing his thing. He don't picked up another female. He out doing his thing, having a good time,
Mhm.
doing this, that, and the other, whatever transpires. And then she's healing. She's healing. She's over here healing, and he's still doing this. And she's over here looking at pain in the face. She's staring in the face. She's dealing with the whatever, the talks, the whispers, the laughs, the giggles, dealing with all of that stuff. And he's over there getting under one woman, got up from under one woman, getting on top of another woman to try to get over that woman when he still got to heal. And
Mhm.
and then as we heal, here they try to come back. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because
no.
they've already moved on to the next victim,
What
and you're
I heal
still.
from, if I had to heal from you, I'm not gonna let you back in. That's it. Once I had to heal from you, baby, one healing journey from you is enough. I
Mhm.
am not going to do it twice. I'm
Mhm.
not going to do it. Tori says men jump from woman to woman. Some women do the same thing. Yes. And it's unhealed people. It's unhealed people. It's not just men, it's women too. And
Yeah.
I've seen men, I have male friends that have gone through their healing and
Mhm.
they're healed, and she done realized that all these guys are not
Mhm.
him, and so
Mhm.
she tried to bring her damaged self back to his healed self so he can fix her. I told him, don't, no, leave her out there in the rain whimpering. No, don't do it.
I think that
Because
also these apps allow for people with that swiping energy to be like on to the next, on to the
Mhm.
next, on to the
Mhm.
next,
Mhm.
and not, perpetuating that I'm jumping from relationship to relationship, because I could just hop back on this app and find me some another thing. If I can't
Mhm.
make this person bend to my will or whatever I'm trying to get them to do or not do, then I'm just gonna hop back on there and choose another one, swipe another one.
I feel like this. If we disconnect and you with somebody 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a week later, a month later, you ain't never loved me, baby.
Mm.
You never loved me. That I feel like you don't understand the concept of love. And I
Mhm.
feel like you weren't healed when we were together from something else before me.
Mhm.
And maybe I was a cover up from you get what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
exactly. Hmm.
so my thing is, everything needs a rest. If
Right.
if a if a car needs a reset, don't you, if you crop in a field and the field needs a reset after 7 years, don't you think you need a rest? But some people do not. Like you said, they're so used to the swipe, so used to being stimulated, they're so used to covering up, until they just top it with more stuff, and it's layers and layers and layers.
Right.
So Tori says, right, my done self went back to what God delivered me from, and it was much harder to heal the second time. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
much harder. I ain't get somebody else to do it. I'm not
It's,
doing
it's exactly what you said, Cynthia. It's like gardening. When you garden, like you said, you have to pull out all those dead roots, all that
Mm-hmm.
dead stuff out of there to make the soil fertile again.
it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can't put new seeds and expect
Mm-hmm.
bountiful harvest with dead stuff in between and roots and all that. Messing in with the new seeds and the new plant.
That's
Yes,
so
Bountiful
crazy that
harvest
you're
and new love
saying that,
life.
because that's what I'm sitting here doing now. I'm growing plants, and I'm like, last night I had to pull one out because it was broken. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't have you spoil the rest of them. I got to take you out. And it's crazy that you just sit here. That's what I'm sitting here doing. I'm planting stuff. And so
yeah,
I'm spending time alone. I'm loving me. I'm finding things to do. I'm reading books. I'm at my quiet place. I'm at my peaceful place, and I gotta protect that. I can't
yeah,
just let anybody just come in and disturb what I
There,
worked so hard to
yep.
get from to go
I've
back.
said that. I've said that. You can't.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
A
gotta
man
protect.
and a
I gotta
relationship
protect.
has to be equally as peaceful
Mm-hmm.
as my solitude for me to
Mm-hmm.
have
mm,
her back into my life.
yeah,
Why would I want chaos and confusion and anxiety all over again? No.
mm,
It took me too long to get here. To get
too
here,
long.
pull me back. Mm-mm.
Too
Mm-mm.
long. Listen, y'all. This was amazing. We don't went about an hour and a half. Listen, this was absolutely amazing. I have got to have y'all back on again in the future so we can chat about some more topics, because what you guys poured out was just. I even took some notes. And listen, Amy, I ain't driving 45 minutes. I ain't gonna do it. You taught me a lesson. And if he can't be patient enough for the parking lot where he invited me to, I'm going to the house. Love it, Tanya. Peace
Mm-mm.
and blessings. I love it. You know how we do, my longtime friend, y'all. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. We are so appreciative, ladies. Before y'all go, please tell us, um, Amy, about your Shopify. Tell us about that.
Shopify is down for right now, but you can reach me on it's Gecka Designs,
Mm-hmm.
or you can reach out to me on Facebook, Amy Berticia, and I'll post up my paintings and things like that. Gecka Designs as well on TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, you'll see more of me.
And
And
make
thank
sure you put your link whenever you watch the replay. Put your link down in the comments so anybody needs to get in touch with you. Do that. Tanya Moore, tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm a bedroom candy consultant. We specialize in the toy business, but also in help. I also sell makeup and bath and body. I bought into the whole entire thing. So it's like we earn, empower, and educate. So it goes so deep as into I could become a certified sexologist, where I can help women that have been abused, sexually abused, to heal. So I'm
Mm,
looking into getting certified to, discuss things like being molested. It goes deep. So it's not just the toy business. I have to tell people it goes very, very deep. It's a sisterhood. It's women empowering each other, wanting to see other women win. And I do that. I'm a total life changer. I'm into health products with TLC, which is the NutriBurst and the detox teas and everything. And all this stemmed from during COVID, being in the house, just finding things to do. I'm a hustler, you know, entrepreneur, and I look deep into things, and I can just take off, running off ground, and doing things. So now I'm like, okay, this has really brought me out of my comfort place, because believe it or not, people that know me, I'm really an introvert. I'm very shy. I like to sit back and watch and work behind the scenes. So this, I'm really proud of myself for coming on here and talking, and because I just feel like I have been through so much and I have so much to share, that God can use me, and I need to just open up and let him use me, because he's been so good to me, and I
mm-hmm,
cannot be quiet. You know how they say, I can't be calm, don't be calm. God has been good to me, so I have to share what I've been going through, where I'm at right now, and I'm just amazed, and I'm so glad that I was here on this platform to do that.
Yes, absolutely, you guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Please don't forget to go back to the replay in the comment section, and please put your links to your businesses, your information, because we need to know how to get in touch with y'all. We need to know someone might want to start a Shopify business or into arts and culture and want to learn some things from Amy. And then Tanya, who does the Bedroom Candy Burrs company, and she does TLC. So, and those are multi-level marketing companies, and you can build a team in those companies, because I do that too. I understand that whole concept of that. And
Yes.
you help people start their own home-based business. So yeah, so y'all, that's absolutely amazing, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and listen. Don't ever forget about you. Don't ever forget to put you first. Don't ever forget to allow to be poured into or to pour in someone else, because you never want to get into a place where you're not on the pathway to your purpose. Ladies, stay on the background a little bit. We're gonna chat for a minute. Y'all have a blessed night.